Hello and welcome 5th standard subject TVS first chapter super senses part 2. Today's topics are sense of smell in humans, sense of sight and sharp ears. In first part we learn about sense organs in animals. Now let's learn what are sense organs. The body parts such as eyes, nose, ears, tongue and skin which help us to see, smell, hear, taste and feel are known as sense organs which is present in both animals as well as human being. Sense of smell in humans, that is our first topic. Do the clothes of any of your family members smell? Whose? Yes, if a person work whole day with the same clothes, because of that sweat of the person, your cloth or any person's cloth will smell badly. That you have experienced. Many times we come across bad or a good smell in crowded places such as fairs, buses, trains. Example, perfume and sweat. Let's learn with one example here. Try to understand. Today, Rajni had to go out for some important work. She had to leave her 6 months old son Deepak with her sister Shushila. Shushila also has a baby of a same age. It was funny that both babies did potty at the same time. She happily cleaned her daughters, but when she was cleaning her sister's son's Deepak, she was covered her mouth with dupatta. Now just think, both work are same, but for one work she has to cover her mouth with dupatta. Why this happen? Do you have any idea? Sushila covered her nose when she cleaned Deepak's nappy, but not when she cleaned her daughter's. Why do you think she did this? Because we often find the smell bad when we think it is from something dirty. If we make up our mind, we may not be also offended by certain smells. So Susila covered her nose when she cleaned Deepak's nappy, but not when she cleaned her daughter, because it was daily for her. She was doing it daily for her daughter, and it was first time for the Deepak. So it was a new thing, right? New smell. So he found it dirty, little bit. How do you feel when you walk near a heap of a garbage? Think of the children who spend whole day picking garbage things from such a garbage places. When you pass from this kind of things, you will feel bad. What about those children? Now look, they are living over there. So we feel bad when we walk near heap garbage. The children who spend the whole day picking things from such garbage may not find this bad, because once they make their minds that we may not be so offended by such smell, that they are habituated with the smell. Their brain are also habituated with that. So they will not find it bad smell, but we will feel, because we are over there for the some time only, right? So this is the thing. If you'll make your mind, is a smell good or a bad for everyone in the same way? Or does it depend on how each other feels about it? Actually, a smell is good or a bad depends on how we think on it, how we think about it. It depends. Some perfume are good for someone and bad for some other guy. Now, sense of sight. Write some name of a bird which has eyes like a human being in front of its head. Only one bird is there here we have, that is owl. You can see here it has eyes in a front face, right, front side, and other birds have their eyes in a right side and a left side, right? So here you can compare. Write the name of some birds which have eyes on either side of a head. What is the size of their eyes, and compare it with the size of their heads. Many birds are there, just look around. Pigeon, parrot, crow, peacock, right? Just observe their eyes. They have eyes in their side by side. Here few pictures we have. See pigeon, parrot and sparrow. Now compare their size of eye and size of head. Actually their head is bigger than the eyes. Their eyes are so tiny. See, the size of eye is so tiny. That's why if they want to look around, they have to move their heads left, right and everywhere, in every direction. Most of the birds have their eyes on their either side of the head. Their eyes can focus on two different things at a time. When they look straight ahead, both eyes are focused on the same object. You must have seen birds move their neck very often. Do you know why? In most of the birds, eyes are fixed and it cannot move. So birds have to move their heads. we have eye in which we have eyeball and we can move it, but birds do not have that movable facility in their eyes. So see here in the picture, one bird is moving its head, you can see clearly. Look, close your right eye and just ask your friend to stand after some distance and perform some actions like shaking hand, waving hand, right, like that, and try to see it without moving your neck, right? Are you able to see your friend? Why? Could you see your friend's action without moving your neck? No. Just think about it. Because your right eye is covered with your hand. Your right vision is covered. It is closed. That's why you cannot see whatever happens in your right side. But left side you can see everything, right? Now try to look at your friend's action with both your eyes open but without moving your neck. What was the difference with looking by one eye or two eyes? The viewing area increases when we see with both eyes. So you can say that, yes, I can see things better with my both eyes, because now you can see whatever happens in your right and left as well. So your viewing area increases if you are looking with your two eyes. Now toss a small bar, or you can say coin, and try to catch it with one eye and with two eye. Now think which one is easier, if you are trying it with one eye closed or you are trying with two eye. So simply when you will try with both eyes open, it will be easy to catch that coin or a bar, because your viewing area increases by your both eyes, right? So think, when you are viewing with both eyes, you can see more. Imagine how it would be to have your eyes in a place of your ears, mean one eye in your right and one eye in your left. What would you able to do and what you cannot do by that? Imagine like in the picture given, you can see one eye is in left and one eye is in right. So how our face look like? If your eyes were in a place of your ear, we would have been able to see all the things to our right and left clearly, means your vision increases more, right? Maybe front side you will get some difficulties, right? Some area get cut, but in left and right you can see everything. Now can you guess from what distance can an eagle in the sky see a roti on the ground? Eagle eyesight is very sharp. About 1 or 2 kilometers away, that eagle can see whatever thing is there about food, or you can say a prey, right? Eyesight of eagle is very sharp. The vision of an eagle is much powerful than that of ours humans. An eagle can see roti on the ground from distance of about 1.5, or you can say 2 kilometers. Here one illusion is given. Upper side you can see an eagle and downside a boy eating something. So from that much distance eagle can see. Here some photographs are given how the different animals including human beings see the things. First picture, we can see colors, right? Different colors. Bird, how bird can see the picture, same picture is given. How animal can see that same picture, and how vultures or animals who move in night, how they can see black and white. See, so every animal can see same things in a different colors. Eyes of different animal are able to see different things in a different way. Now see, it is believed that animals that are awake in daytime can see some colors. Those animals which awake at night can see less colors in compared to the other animals. So that is the difference in eyes of some birds, like you can say bat, right? They have a different eyesight, and other birds who awake in morning, they have other eyesight. So every animal have a different eyes, right? Now let's talk about sharp ears that you have studied in 4th standard, that birds do not have external ears but they have holes, right? We cannot see that ears outside. See, some animals are given in the picture like cow, buffalo, goat, horse, right? Dog, cat, they all have ears, right? And a different shape and size ear they have. We also have a different size ear. So why we all have different ears? There should be some purpose behind it. What do you say? Look here, elephant have large ears, so large you can see. So why we have different ears, and what if we have a big ear, then what we can do? Is there some link between size of animal's ear and their hearing? There is a link, exactly. the size of animal's ear and their hearing, the animal with large ears can hear better because their ear can collect more sound waves. Now look, if more big ears you have, means you are able to collect more sound, right? That's why elephant can hear more things which happens in their surrounding. Even faintest sound they can hear. Try this activity we are doing sometime to listen carefully. Just you have to keep your hand behind your ear and just say your friend to speak something politely, softly, and try to hear it. Now just move your hand away from your ear and try to listen the same thing, right? What is the difference between that two sound, right? Just observe it. Do it 2 or 3 times and find out the reason, because here your hand make area increases, which is bigger than your ear. So your ear is able to collect more voice, more sound from the surrounding. When you put your hands behind your ears, the sound was sharper because your ears will collect more sound waves as you put your hands behind it, right? Your ears actually not increases, but the ability of collecting sound increases after putting your hand behind it. Do you understand? Let's see one more activity. Sit near a desk. Now tap the desk once with your hand. Listen it carefully. Now put your ear on the desk as shown in the picture. I know that you are doing this thing in your classroom. Tap desk once again with your hand and listen it. Was there any difference between the tapping? This is how snake hear the vibrations which passes from the land. Snake can feel that vibrations and snake can hear that carefully, clearly. And here also the waves passes from the bench and it reaches your ears, so you can hear it sharply. As your ear is not connected with the bench, you cannot hear that much sharp, right? Do you understand? That sound waves passes from the bench and it reaches your ears, so it becomes more sharp. Thank you, right? We'll come up with the next and last